Hi, I'm Dr. Chris. I'm looking for simple everyday reminders that help me rethink change and self-improvement. Life is all about change. We change because we need to. We change because we must. It just doesn't always happen the way I want it to. Sometimes it seems so slow, like nothing is happening. Sometimes I really feel stuck in my circumstances, barely able to navigate through life. And I think, I'm never going to change. No one else is changing. The whole world is just this revolving enigma, constantly repeating its mistakes and heartaches. When my thoughts and feelings tumble down that road, I look to the tulip for encouragement. The tulip. Tulips remind me of how change behaves. My friends know I love tulips. I've learned to transform these dull, dormant bulbs into bold, beautiful blooms. I pamper them with the perfect vase. I even put copper pennies and flower food in the water to help them stand tall and prolong their life. I appreciate how they brighten up and come out and open in the sunshine and take shelter in the dark. Why am I telling you all this about tulips? It's because I am the tulip. We are all a little bit like tulips. But the most frustrating part about growing tulips is waiting the 6 months from fall till spring for them to appear. And I wonder if what I've planted will really grow. After I plant the bulb in the ground, out of sight, I have to trust elements that I can't control. And I waver between belief and doubt, hoping that something is happening. So here's what I'm learning from the tulip about change. The lesson isn't that we have to wait for change. The lesson is that change is probably happening in ways that we can't see. I'm beginning to understand that before the new flower can push through the hard ground, it is slowly developing below the surface in undetectable, unnoticeable ways, preparing for a life in a potentially harsh and challenging world. I have to wait and wait and wait, even when there's no sign that the tulip bulb is alive and growing. I'm not great at waiting, but while I do, I can create the best growing conditions and the best environment for change to happen and to succeed. Then one day, the tulips appear. At first, they're a little fragile and small, but eventually they become bold and quite beautiful. And I know they may open and close, but they will return when the environment is right. And the sun is bright. Are you seeing the connection between tulips and people in the world? People in your lives? When you think that change isn't happening, look to a favorite flower or a really strong tree and remember that its growth began out of sight. Don't give up on yourself or others or the world. Keep believing. Our part is to plant the seeds of change and then create the best positive environment for a new life of power and purpose to appear.